Welcome to Real Life Matters, and I am DBoss. And today we are here with some people from Ottawa, and we're so privileged to have them. And they're from the Caribbean Union of Canada. And we have here Cesar, who's the president, and we have Yuri, who's the chairman of this, and we're honored to have him come down here. So welcome to Real Life Matters.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, can you tell us what is the Caribbean Union of Canada for people that don't understand and don't know what that is and what you guys do?
I'll let Mr. Chairman answer that.
Well, the Caribbean Union of Canada is a nonprofit organization. It's a national organization. So we have, but we also look to broaden ourselves within the community by setting up different chapters of Caribbean African communities all across Canada. So that was started in 2011, well, by myself, but we've expanded a lot within the past years. We've set up a chapter here, slowly setting up a chapter here, but set up a chapter also in Ottawa with ourselves. We have
Ottawa's cold.
Ottawa's cold, but
it's a little cold over there.
But yeah, well, we've adapted, but also we've broadened ourselves mostly to discuss about the issues within the Black community, but also to help move the Black community economically and socially, but also to help structure it better so the businesses are able to sustain them. We're able to help sustain the businesses, but also to bring about more culture within Canada.
Okay, so this is a cultural-based union, sort of.
Yes and no.
Because I would thought maybe some people probably think it's like maybe Caravana related. I guess you probably get that too, right? Sometimes.
Yes.
So that's why I want you to differentiate what you do to what everybody else knows, so that they understand exactly what you do.
So we're a Pan-African organization, and well, we're a system. So you know how the system works in Toronto, in Ottawa, in every other place, in every other city in Canada. Right. So within every other city, they provide resources to the community, whether information to also tangible things, from building websites to marketing to setting up businesses, entrepreneurial education, religious. So we encompass all those things within the community. As also, well, like I said, helping the businesses to give them accessible resources for them to help sustain their business.
So meaning money? They're getting some little bit of money or resources, or just resources as an information?
Anything, like information, but like I said, as well as the marketing. Marketing is really important to help advertise the businesses as well.
So if people here wanted to go to your organization for a resource, so anybody could just go to you guys and apply online or sign up?
Yes.
Is that how it would go?
Yes.
Becoming members is basically a way not just to help the organization, but also to help the Black community as a whole, because at the end of the day, you need socioeconomics to advocate for issues that impact the Black community, because these issues seem to be the same. So beyond, of course, just as we are dressed modern, traditional, it's also to encourage Black people to be affirmative in their identity. And part of that is also to be affirmative in standing up for the issues that concerns them. I sit and represent the organization and the Black community on different committees, such as police and justice, child welfare, poverty, social issues.
So those are the things you represent. You back people. You back people like a Jesse Jackson or something like that. You go out there. Is that what you do? Because if you say you're back, because if I see somebody like this in New York, you coming up to me, I was saying, hey, this guy's in something. What's going on?
Yeah.
So what's your background?
My background, I'm from France, but I'm born in Cameroon, Central Western Africa. And
that's a big background.
I'm a Pan-Africanist, and basically, I got the chance to travel a bit around the world regarding my ideas. I worked in 2008 for the Obama elections.
Wow!
And 2 years ago, I was invited to visit the pyramids because of my interest in archaeology and Egyptology in terms of advocating for Black people. The whole ancient Egyptians were Black, and the whole controversy every time they put a white Jesus or white pharaohs, white gods type of thing. So this is also something the organization does in socioeconomics and businesses, yes, but also advocating issues. I don't know if you heard of One Vision, One Voice.
Yes.
There you go. Child welfare, changing the narrative for Black children to really improve that. And these are the things, poverty, social issues Mental health is a big issue.
The mental health, because a lot of black people don't like to say if they're crazy, or depending on what kind of check you're gonna get, right? So,
Yes.
Absolutely.
you know what I mean?
You know, I was on CBC, you know, prime time with Adrian Harewood. You probably know Adrian Harewood. CBC 10 minutes on prime time to address this, because I had to present this to City Hall and really address mental health and systemic racism, because as you know, practically all of the issues that affect black people, it's not always about victimization, but it's about addressing systemic racism, the issues from immigration to integration that basically make it that the community tends to be neglected in terms of resources, but as well information. This is where the organization gets involved. This is where I get involved and why I sit on
Well, I'd be scared if I saw you. I'd really saying you're coming to advocate. I'd be like, okay, you got the glasses. Is the glasses representing something?
No, the glass is just because of health issues.
Oh, okay.
My eyes are sensitive to light.
Oh, okay.
Sensitive to light, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you come from, Yuri?
Me, I lived in Ottawa for 20 years.
You born in Ottawa?
No, I was born in Calgary.
Also,
I'm a Westerner.
people from out west again. Hello, hello, hello.
But I'm also from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, so your family is West Indian background.
Yes.
Okay. So you got a little mix up. So people always ask me a question. So why did your parents go from St. Vincent all the way to Calgary? I want to ask that to somebody else.
To me, I don't really know. All I know, my father said when he met my mom, he went down to Calgary. I guess it was a better opportunity. He's been in Calgary since he was 16.
Yeah, my parents came
yeah.
young too.
So he went to school. And
You
I
got
guess
their house from when their house has been renovated like maybe 20 times, and they
Wow.
own their properties there, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. But then
that's
my
like my
father
dad.
moved to Toronto. And
But now he
then-
moved to Toronto?
Yeah, he lives in Toronto. He's been in Toronto for, I guess, the past 20 or 30 years.
Okay.
I don't know, but I lived in Ottawa. My mom lives in Ottawa. My parents are
Okay,
separated.
all
So
right.
my mom is in Ottawa, and then I come visit my father, but I actually lived in Toronto for a bit. And I moved
Okay.
back to Ottawa because I have my children there. Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, you're the chairman, then you got another person, Mike, he doesn't like to call himself Mike, and then
Yes.
who else is part of your organization?
We have many people. We have people from human resources to, at the same time, you know, child development, health.
It's a big
culture.
office that you guys have.
Basically, we got an office, but we aim to get bigger, but not bigger just in size, bigger in quality.
Okay.
So it takes the right individuals, because at the same time, I can do everything, he can do everything, Mike can do everything. And you know, just even us coming here is because we value you show. We
Thank
think
you.
Yes.
you show can
Yes.
be a very positive element to change the
Exactly.
narratives for the black community.
Thank you.
I mean, we live in the internet age where me telling people on my Facebook I was coming here, I was having people in France and Belgium asking when I'm going to share the link so they can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, a lot of people, yes.
Yes,
A lot of
Yes.
people are waiting.
This is the world we live
Yeah,
in.
well, I know, and that's what they're gonna
My
see.
Westerners are waiting too.
And your
Calgary.
Westerns,
Yes.
well, that'd be good, because then once you get the link and stuff, and you see
Oh,
what you're doing
exactly.
and what you're about,
Yes.
because a lot of people probably never even heard of you until I connected with them. I didn't know what they did. I thought we were part. I really thought you guys were part of the Caribbean,
Understandable.
because we have so much festivals, and you know, Toronto is a place, or Ontario, I should say, is a place that has so many festivals. So I'm thinking that maybe you guys were part of this kind of thing, but now I guess we're getting educated and to know that this is not like this. This is to help people like ourselves who's in businesses to get development and all that. That's what they're coming to you for. They can
Advocacy.
help you market your company. They can help you do all these things that you guys can't get done, right? And deal with, and if you're having some personal issues and need personal development, you got
Yes.
Cesar
Nice to
here.
There you go.
Cesar here to analyze you.
There you go.
He'll analyze you. He's one of those people who'll be watching you from the back office. Yeah, bring that one in. Is that what you do?
No, but you know, it's like, how can I put it? To give you an example, and you know this very well, here in Toronto, if I take the example of child welfare,
Yes.
too often our community is disproportionately represented in negative data, such as, you know, children in the system, representation in jails and prison, but also in poverty. You know, we too often